India has fired missiles into Pakistan in a deadly escalation between the nuclear-armed neighbors. The Pakistani military says at least 26 civilians have been killed in the strikes. India says it struck infrastructure used by militants linked to last month's attack against tourists in Indian-administered Kashmir. India's foreign secretary described the strikes as limited. Pakistan says it has shot down 5 Indian jets in response.
Our intelligence monitoring of Pakistan-based terrorist modules indicated that further attacks against India were impending. There was thus a compulsion both to deter and to preempt. Earlier this morning, as you would be aware, India exercised its right to respond and preempt as well as deter more such cross-border attacks. These actions were measured, non-escalatory, proportionate, and responsible. They focused on dismantling the terrorist infrastructure and disabling terrorists likely to be sent across to India.
Pakistan armed forces could have shot even more than 10 of their aircraft. But we exercised restraint, and at no time any of their aircraft was allowed to enter into Pakistan's airspace.
Now let's bring in Shalu Yadav here, our senior correspondent in Delhi. Shalu, we just heard Pakistan's military spokesperson saying that they shot down Indian jets. Is there any confirmation on this from India?
Well, Terry, we've been here before. Whenever there's a serious confrontation between the two nations, both sides make claims of, inflicting maximum damage on the other side. And there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation that's been going around, especially in the first few hours of this strike by India. So we have to be very, very cautious. Now, as far as the claims of shooting down 5 Indian jets is concerned, we cannot verify it, but we have heard from sources and eyewitnesses in at least 3 parts of northern India where some unidentified debris of aircrafts have been found. Now, as far as Indian government is concerned, it's neither denied nor confirmed these reports. So it seems that there's a lot of fog around this operation, and we'll keep our viewers updated as and when we have more.
What more has the Indian government, Shalu, been saying about the attacks and their reasons for carrying them out?
Well, Indian government has been very clear, even over the last few days, that they want to go after these terror outfits like Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jamaat-ud-Dawa that have allegedly been given shelter by the Pakistani government. And today in the press conference, they said that they've done exactly that. But another thing that was worth pointing out from that press conference by the Foreign Secretary was he spelled out the alleged reason, the motive behind this attack, which he said was to incite communal disharmony in the country. As you know, that most of these victims who were killed by these militants were Hindus. And another thing that experts are pointing out is that this time, I mean, we've been here before. We've seen these kind of strikes by India in 2016, in 2019. But this time, India seems to have gotten further into Pakistani territory. And so now it remains to be seen how Pakistan will respond to that.
There's widespread concern, of course, in India and Pakistan and elsewhere about what's happening now along that border region. What are people on the streets saying about the attacks where you are?
Well, it's been, very emotional last few days for Indians, if you ask me. I mean, if you look at the reactions on the social media and, from people on the streets, they've been, calling for justice and going after those who were responsible for these attacks. Just this morning, our team went out on the streets of Delhi and asked people their reaction to these attacks, and this is what they had to say.
These people took the lives of innocent people and they widowed women. So Operation Sindoor is a rightful name. India has fought back against terrorist hideouts. Now time will tell how much Pakistan wants to escalate this.
I think justice has been served, and it was a well-deserved effort, a diligent one by the army, by the government of India, and let's hail the king. Mr. Modi, please.
This is a good thing, but it should have happened long ago. They killed our innocent people, so it's a good thing this happened to them. Most people are happy because of this action. No one has any problem with it. The government should have acted much earlier.
Now, of course, there's a lot of appreciation for the action by the Indian government, but a lot of people on social media are also calling for de-escalation because a lot of civilians' lives are affected whenever the two countries are in a conflict like this.
Shalu, thank you very much. That was our senior correspondent in Delhi, Shalu Yadav.